What's up? It's Friday. Wait a little bit. Let everybody get in here. Oh. Man, I got some crazy shadows going on. What's that? When you get here, post and tell me you're here. It is Friday. Yay, Friday. What's up, everyone? Come on in. Go ahead and start commenting. Let me know you're here. And we will get to it. Get those keyboards and phones clicking. What's up, Kyle? Dude, something's wrong with my chair. Like it starts out way up here and then it just slowly goes back down. I'll have to get a new chair. I'm like a midget. Dude, I'm so short with this chair. Hey, Lindsay. What's up, Wisconsin? What's up, Matthew? I got a video uploading, so after this, fun times. I got another. I'm going to tour this thing again because I've rearranged it all. So that's fun. Anybody have fun this week? We have an Infinity. Let's see. Oop, nope. It's over here. Yep, that Infinity back there has no communication with the ABS control module, and the speedometer doesn't work. And it's got codes for speed sensor, no communication, CAN bus error, all the fun stuff. So we've been ripping into that thing for the last day or so. And I have no idea why it's not communicating. It's got, when I use the scope, it has traffic on the going to and from the control module, the ABS control module, but yet the scanner can't communicate with it. So we don't know what the deal is with that. What's up, Roberts? Matthew, thank you very much. Yeah, I've got a new one about to load up right now, and it's been changed around. Because as you know, I can never keep things the same. Everything has to keep changing. Like, one thing is, right now I'm using the Gray Pneumatic 3/8 impacts instead of, I have used the Snap-on and, oh yeah, Kyle, they bought the, they got the subframe. We put it in. It was actually pretty cheap. It was a very easy subframe job. Bruce, I have either 2 or 3. It just depends on the time of year. One of my techs is actually in school right now, so there's just 2 of us right now. The third guy is at school. It's an 05 G35, Matthew. It's, hold on, y'all stay there. Entertain each other for a second. A Cornwell truck, really? I have not seen. I've never been on a Cornwell truck in my life. Let's see. I think I saved the codes that were on it. Yeah. Okay, so codes we have: vehicle speed, P0500 vehicle speed sensor circuit, P1212 TCS communication line circuit, the U1001 CAN communication fault, and P1574 ASCD speed sensor ECU ICC signal difference. How'd you get a blue wrench? Who got a blue wrench? Okay, so let me tell you about the blue wrenches. In order for, since I'm using StreamYard to go live, I can only give you a blue wrench if you've commented on one of my other videos. Because right now I cannot do it. Like, let me see if I can go on my, I may be able to do this. Hold on. Let's see what we can do. And I can give people blue wrenches. Let's see if it'll let me do it right now. Turn this volume down. We're going to get some kind of crazy echo. Okay, now I can. Hold on. Let's see. Guess what? You can have a blue wrench. There you go, Roberts. You got a Roberts Auto Repair has a blue wrench. I guess I better give my wife a blue wrench. She's going to get mad if I don't. There you go, babe. You can have a blue wrench too. So I guess I just have to do it. I can't do it from my computer because I'm on StreamYard, so I have to do it from my phone. Did I give you a... I thought I already gave Kyle a... I just went back the other day and some people on some other videos, I just started giving them blue wrenches. The people that have been around for a while, like Joey. Well, I just did that earlier today, Joey. I thought I gave Kyle one. He's always on here. And some of the... yeah, U1000 is a common code. It's the... Hold on, I'm going to get rid of this. Y'all give me a second. It's like right in my face. Okay. I'm trying to work the problem from the communication error where I can't get, I figure if I can figure out how to communicate with the ABS module, then the rest of it it's got to follow. It's all got to be the same sort of deal. The vehicle speed sensor is actually in the rear end. It's one connector, and then it has two different speed sensors, one on each side of the differential. Spiking the vehicle. What do you mean spiking the vehicle, Matthew? Trying to see what I missed. Roberts had a Cornwell. He texted. I told Bruce that. Okay, got everything. You call that ABS sensor, but it doesn't have another sensor in the or that I could see in the transmission. But I figured the first thing I want to do is try to get communication with the ABS module, because I don't think the problem is the sensors. Because from what I've been reading, that's just it's inside. So is it like in the... I guess I know that it's got the electronics are in, like, built onto the valve body. So is that speed sensor in there with those electronics on the inside? I don't know much of anything about Infinities. That is, G35s are not my usual Ford game. And this one is a big pile. I don't mind communication codes as long as it took us 8 hours to find the ABS module. The Mitchell says it's in the left floorboard, or behind the up under the dash on the left. Oh, I see what you're saying. I could try that. You know, I didn't know that would do anything. But like I said, I have CAN bus traffic, like it's talking on the, the CAN bus high, CAN bus low going to the ABS module, but the scanner can't communicate, but it can communicate with all the other modules. Yeah, power and ground are good. We tested that. Power and ground are good, and there's activity on the CAN bus high and CAN bus low. It was like I was following the Infinity flow chart, and it was like, do this, do this, do this, replace transmission. So I guess after you check your power, your ground, your CAN bus, you just replace the transmission. Great. Do you have to remove the valve body to change the vehicle sensor, or speed sensor, or is it in a place that makes sense? You do have to pull the valve body. Hooray. I know, I usually don't. If this was a Ford, a Toyota, a Honda, or anything else, I would know exactly what to do, but I'm a little... Nissans are not... We don't see a lot of Nissans, and you had to change the valve body. See, I saw that in... I was looking through Google and seeing if anyone else had this issue, and I've seen a lot of had to change the electronics and had to change the valve body, because that one of those codes is the one that has me worried. Let's see where to go. Oh, wrong one. Go back. This the P1212, the TCS communication line circuit. I'm guessing traction control system communication line circuit. I don't have any idea what that is. Let's see if we can figure that one out. Do some live diagnostic work here. So P1212. Let's see what that is. Oh, no. Let's go back to ABS. Lock brakes. Shooter, ABS, co-tools. See, I don't even have... That's a computer. That's a engine. Yeah, and I also don't understand why the codes are not ABS codes. Like, they're not in the ABS module. They're in the engine control module. But I guess that's just because I can't get into the ABS control module. Fun. So let's see what a P1212 is. Okay. Yeah, that's Matthew, have you seen... This battery is not the greatest. Now, I had it on the charger, but even with it fully charged, I still couldn't communicate. So maybe we'll have to just do a full reset on the car. If they'd let me go live on my phone, I would just take you guys with me and we'd go play with this thing for a little while. I'm getting a little irritated with it I have a feeling no matter what I find, this customer is just going to get a new car. The only symptom was that the traction control light is on, like that whatever off light that signifies traction control off, and the speedometer doesn't work. Which, my first thought was, hey, speed sensor. But then couldn't get on the ABS module to look at the speed sensors. So anyway, enough about that pile of junk. So, like I was saying at the beginning, this week I'm using all my Gray Pneumatic stuff that don't usually use, but I figured it'd be fun to, last couple of weeks I've been using the Matco stuff, and since I started, I've had Snap-on impact sockets. Yeah, VDC off, Matthew. What car is this? Oh, that silver piece of junk right there, that 2005 Infiniti G35. So this week is low brake fluid. Yeah, I saw somebody said they added brake fluid. Yeah, I'm trying to get into like tools here, but apparently everybody else finds that G35 so fascinating. I mean, it is interesting, but everything I saw on Google about this problem that had these same codes and same symptoms, there was no solution. Like, there was no resolution to it. It just, I guess they traded the car in. But anyway, like I've been saying, these Gray Pneumatic sockets are awesome. They are so much thinner. Let me go grab some other sockets so I can show y'all what I'm doing. Oh. All right, so let's do some comparisons while we sit around. Yeah, I don't know. I may, if I could go, like I said, Matthew, if I could go live on my phone, I would go over there and show everyone. Oh, I can't call the customer car. I mean, I'm sure they agree with me. I mean, he's not too fond of that car either. Yeah, they're pain. Everyone knows it's a pain in the butt. Anyway, so back to the fun stuff. Got some sockets out here. What's that? 15, 15, 15. All right. So, you see how thick? That's a Matco. It's also really tall. Matco sockets are really, really tall sockets. Like, that's the deepest of the bunch. But you can see how much thinner the... Hold on, let me even it up a little bit because it's so much taller. The Gray Pneumatic, everything's backwards, is so much thinner. The Snap-on, the problem with the Snap-on, it's decently thin, but it's also short by a good bit. But it rusts. Like, these sockets require so much maintenance to keep them from turning into rust buckets. And they're stupid expensive. Like, for the price I paid, like the deep and shallow, and the Matcos are expensive too. And these Matco sockets, not the ADV, but the actual real Matco sockets, they're actually made in Taiwan. And they cost as much as the Snap-on. Like, they're about the same price as a Snap-on set. And that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, they're a lot thinner. They're similar to a chrome socket. Like, you can really tell. And if you look on Amazon, the deep and shallow set of the Gray pneumatic sockets is only like $50-$60 for deep and shallow 7 to 19. So, and I haven't used much. I think I used the 10 today and the 8. But I've used the shallows a lot. I just haven't used the deep that much. But the shallows, they hold up fine and they don't rust. Like all my other impact sockets rust. Like even the dude, I bet Cornwell has Milwaukee. Yeah, that's awesome. It would be cool to have a tool truck guy that actually sold Milwaukee and could send them off and warranty it. But yeah, my 11, I cleaned it up, but you can kind of still see that little shiny mark. That was rust. I cleaned it up, but it's like all the different ones. But yeah, the Gray pneumatics just do not rust. Like these, I haven't even cleaned these things. Hey, Roberts, is it the actual Matco ones or the ADV? Because I know ADV, a lot of people have those ADV sockets, which I think are actually better than the real Matco because they're rebranded Sunex, which is very similar to the Gray pneumatic stuff. The thing I like the most about the Gray pneumatic stuff is that the Napa right there, like behind that door, sells it, warranties it. So if I lose a socket, I can just walk up there and get another one. If I break one, I can just walk up there and get another one. Yeah, ADV is great. Like, that's good stuff. Yeah, they don't come to Montevallo. We could probably convince them to. I'm sure you don't want them to. I don't have the 1/2-inch stuff. I've just got 3/8 buddy here. Y'all know this guy. This little guy here, I've had this for a little over a year now, and it's great. Everybody's complaining about the batteries. Like, what are y'all doing with these things if you keep breaking batteries? Like, I've had this thing this battery is 2 years old because I had it with my older ones, and I've never had it break or anything crazy like that. All my Milwaukee batteries are at least 2 years old. Yeah, you don't want them to come. Yeah, remember, Lindsay, they sell Milwaukee on the Cornwell truck. So if they come, it's going to be on. I'm going to have every Milwaukee tool they make. But what are we talking about? Impact. Now, I do have the mid-torque. I like the mid-torque for 1/2-inch. That's my favorite impact right now. Not yet. I have 2 kids' college funds. I'm working on the 3rd. Once we're almost there. I mean, I've got 1 kid's college fund sitting over here. So it just depends if they go to junior college. But this little thing here is as expensive as a college education. Oh, so I asked MG325. I liked that. Was my very first impact was MG325. I got not first Snap-on impact. I swapped over from, I just had some cheap stuff. I forget who made it, Craftsman or somebody, and that was one of my first ones. And it does great. I didn't have any issues with it. I've still got it. It's sitting up in that toolbox over there, and I don't really need it anymore. It just hangs out. Oh, Lindsay, did I tell you? So Snap-on had the 100th anniversary Epic box on the truck Wednesday. Yeah, college is overrated. I agree. Yeah, well, two of them are little girls, and I'm not sure how they're going to feel about this because they can't seem to agree on who's the boss. So I don't know if they're going to be able to come work because they can't take orders from each other very well. But Lindsay, that the 100th anniversary Snap-on Epic Toolbox. It's the 68-inch Epic. It's gray. It had some kind of top. I forgot if it was stainless or if it was the bed liner. Yeah, the 100th anniversary box. It's gray. It has like this flat brushed aluminum trim on it. It has the box, 68-inch box, the hutch, and then the lights inside the hutch, and then it has the little switch that you can hit to turn the lights on in the drawers. And I was asking the guy, I was like, hey, well, how much is it? Well, that box, the hutch, the top, 68-inch Epic with the lights is $28,000. That's just unreal. Like $30,000 for a 68-inch box, no power drawer. It does have power under the hutch, but $28,000. That's ridiculous. And just the box itself, without the hutch, was $18,000. So I must have missed something because I remember it being a lot. The Epic box is not being $30,000. Let's see, Matthew, what replaced your MG325? This. In my opinion, this thing has similar. I mean, it's not quite as strong, but this replaced the MG325, the little M12 stubby. No, it's not worth it. Especially right now. Let's see. Let's go. Remember last live. We're going to go shopping again. It's shopping time. Yeah, it's a car. That is like a. I bet you I could find a nice Porsche for $28,000. Let's go shopping. What's on eBay right now? Snap-on Epic. All right. Let's see what box do I want. So here we go. Here's a good example. Snap-on black and red Epic toolbox, stainless top, hutch, and full-size locker. So that's more than you would be getting. That's an 84. So it's got that other bank over on the other side. Stainless top, looks brand new. So, let me hold it up there so you guys can see this. So, looks brand new, and it's $13,000. The 2015 M4, $30,000. Yeah, the Cornwell is the Pro Series, the one that's like the Kyle. 5 years ago, I was looking at getting a 95th anniversary box, and I remembered it was like 10 or 11,000. So something crazy happened. But anyway, so there's a full deal 84-inch. Let's see what else we can find. So let's find something similar. Oh, no, that's a work card. Hold on. Let me find something like apples to apples comparison here. Just a hutch and a. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I like that. So there's a gray one. Focus. Y'all can't really see it. Well, flat black, 13,000, 84-inch Epic. So let's see if we can find just a hutch. Just the hutch and the box without the locker. It doesn't look like it, but so why? Because I could get just okay. Here we go. Here it is. Here's a 2018 Snap-on Tools Super Cab toolbox. That's the Epic. 3 drawers, so it's 68-inch for $4,700. $4,700. Doesn't have the top, but still, that's insanity. Like $30,000 for a toolbox, and it doesn't even have the locker. Yeah, I was asking him. I was like, "Do you have someone that's actually going to buy this?" And he's like, "Oh well, I've got a couple of people looking at it." I was like, "Well, I looked at it, but I'm not buying that thing. That's stupid. Like, do you know how many tools I could get for that? $30,000. Okay, so here you go. There's Snap-on 144-inch Mr. Big. So that's two Epics put side by side with a hutch and lockers on top for $22,000. So the Pro Series, does it have the drawer pulls like the Epic, where when you pull it's like the lip of the drawer comes up to open it? Because that's what the only thing I really like about the Epic, there's two things. One is that it has those 3 full-length drawers that are 30 inches deep. And the second thing is how the drawer pull, it instead of having to like hit a slide or use a detent or anything like that, you can just pull it out. Like it has the little, I forget what it's called, but where the lip of the drawer comes up as you pull it out. Like that's what I like. I like that, and I like the wide drawers because at this point would have to have big trade. Yeah, I saw it. It wasn't anything special. I asked him why it was so much more than the regular Epic, and he said because it had the brushed aluminum trim, and it said 100th anniversary on it. And he was saying, well, if you have a trade-in, if you have a Master Series triple bank, like if I had a Master Series triple bank, why would I trade it for that? Like the Master Series triple bank's bigger than the Epic. And he was like, it'd be about 14,000 or 16,000 or something like that. And that's just, it's still, they've got a bunch of rebates. What they're trying to do is get, like, they got the $28,000 price tag, but more than likely at the end, if you actually were to get your rebates and all that stuff, I imagine it's going to be more like 22 or 20. Because I doubt anyone's going to pay $28,000 for that deal. It's a good-looking box, and it's big. Like, the depth on it is insane. Like, you can barely walk around it on the Snap-on truck. It sticks out so far. So, yeah, let's see what I could get for $28,000 that I would want more than a toolbox, not a toolbox. So let's see what I can get for $28,000. So, lowest price, $28,000. Let's see, what is $28,000? So I guess we're shopping again in real time. If I had $28,000 to blow, oh, there's what I would get right there. I can get this 2005 Carrera 911 in black on black for $27,000. That's what I would get. That's funny, Robert. You're talking about the Husky. Is it the little double bank, like 44-inch Husky? Is that the one you have? Because if it is, if I was just like, if I didn't have all the tools I have, that's actually what this computer is sitting on right now, is a 44-inch Husky box. That was one of my first box. It wasn't the first one I had, but it was the second one. Well, Joey, you're lucky. You don't have to spend all the money on a box. You get to, every time I shut a drawer, the whole computer shakes. But yeah, I've got the little 44-inch Husky box. Yeah, wood top. Hold on, let me see if I can spin you guys around. Hold on, this may get a little weird. Brand new Honda Accord. Yeah, I know, right? Although I think I'd take that 911. So this is going to kind of be, let me try to do this without making y'all sick. So is that about what it looks like right there? I really like that box. This is, if they made, like, I wish Husky would let me design a box, because if they made this box in like a 72-inch with the drawer, the top drawer go all the way across. Oh yeah, well, if I had 28,000 to blow, we'd be buying that 2005 Carrera for sure. Yeah, I've had this box for about 10 years. I really like this box. Up until a few days ago, I decided to kind of use it as a desk for doing videos and keeping, like, I keep stuff in it that I'm reviewing or going to review. Like, I got these impact sockets in it, and just this really shiny Snap-on wrench. I think that thing's so freaking shiny. Got some extensions. This is like a toolbox tour, sort of. Got these extensions, and I just set these Snap-on sockets in it just now, but just keep stuff in it that I'm going to review or have reviewed, because I don't have any room left in my main box. Got these Tecton sockets right here. Pretty much just some sockets and stuff. Oh, and these Duracell batteries. These super duper batteries that I'm using for my mouse. The bottom right drawer, the big drawer on the bottom on the right side, is full almost to the top with nuts and bolts. And this drawer is taking it. I'm going to show y'all because this is nuts. And it's been like this for 5 years. So check this out. So you see that? That whole bottom drawer is full of, like, it probably weighs 600 pounds worth of bolts. And the drawer works fine. So before you diss the old Husky box, you know, I've had that thing for so long and I really like it. Like, if I could still use it and I had I didn't have so many tools, I would just keep this thing. I also got my, like, little kit for doing headlights in it. So yeah, the whole right side was full. The whole right bank was full of nothing but nuts and bolts and stuff. And I emptied 2 of the drawers out. I've got 2 more drawers that are still full of nuts and bolts that got to get cleaned out. But yeah, I got this thing on a deal for like $200. Maybe I should just buy like 10 of these toolboxes and bolt them all together, because they seem to hold up well. The only issue is how the depth is really small. Like, it's stupid small, and the drawers aren't very deep. You can barely stand sockets up in them. That's really the only issue. I should just build my own toolbox. But yeah, it's almost been 10 years. It's been like 7 or 8 years now. I don't remember exactly how long it's been, but it's still here. It's still in one piece. And like I said, I should weigh how much is in that drawer, because I am sure, because it's only got, like, that drawer. Luckily, the bottom drawers have dual slides, but I'm way over the limit for sure. There's no way that drawer could hold like 500 pounds, or it's not supposed to, but I know there's got to be over 250 pounds in that drawer, probably closer to 500, because it is full to the top. Well, if I bought 10 of them, that'd be almost as much as a used Epic, so that really wouldn't be very smart. and it would take up a ton of room. Yeah, they are very flimsy drawers, but they held up. Like, I've had this thing full of stuff until I got that white box. This was my main box, and I had every drawer was completely full. And at the time, I didn't have anywhere to put my torque wrench, so it was just sitting on the top of it. And then I had a bunch of tools piled up on the side of it. So I ended up having to do something different, and I got that white box that I have now. And now it's getting to the point where it's almost full. I've got very little. And then I got a cabinet back over that way. You can almost see it. Let me see. Oh, over there. Oh, right there under those two jack stands, there's a big cabinet full of specialty tools. But yeah, I am almost to the point where it's time for a new box. But I think I want that car first. I'm probably going to get a new car before I get a new box. So that's the plan. That is the plan. This one's pretty good. If you can catch a deal on one of these the Snap-on ones with the drawers that go all the way down, this box will probably hold more than the Husky box. I'm sure it will. And it's decent. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Yeah, magnets are getting me. Oh. Let's see. Let me see what we got going on here. I think I missed some comments. Let me go back and make sure. Yeah, I paid $200 for mine. The Husky online with the hutch and locker. Let's look that up, because I have not seen that. Husky toolbox. We'll do some shopping. We want to do some shopping. Looks exactly like your Snap-on. Well, that box is, I traded the old Snap-on in and got the new one. So, oh, your box is blue? I had two of those blue cards before I bought my Epics. Yeah, Epics are nice. Very nice. Let's see. Home Depot, tool storage. There's 40. They got a new version. I guess they're calling this a 46-inch box. It's $300. They still sell this thing. Ooh, now see if they made that like a. Now I've seen these, the 52 inches, but they want $1,000 for these things, and they're not very deep at all. Yeah, they still don't have the depth. They've got the 72-inch hardwood. Like, I'd have to see this in the store. Oh, that looks weird. I guess any flavored juices. Right now, I'm got the XXX. Matthew, the flavored juices, the workaround on that, if they do ban it for sure, is they're going to sell you nicotine, like just basic nicotine pretty much, and then separately they'll sell you flavoring, and you just have to mix them together. It's a stupid thing. Let's see what other color. Ooh, they got a matte blue. That's kind of cool. And they got white. I don't want matte white. That sounds horrible. Let's see what other boxes they got. They got that's pretty nice. Pretty nice. 80-inch professional. Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, $1,300. That's not bad. or $217 a month for 6 months financing. Huh. That's not bad at all. I don't think it's deep enough though. Let me see some. Does it have any? Let's see what the overview is. 80 by 10 drawer. 3-piece, 24-inch. It's only 24 inches deep. That's not going to cut it. I mean, it's cool, but it's just not. It's not going to cut it. Let's see, 72 inch, 62. That's like a machineless box. Ooh, that's kind of cool. 63 inch, 11 drawer, deep tool chest, mobile workbench, matte black with flip top stainless steel. That's interesting. That's pretty much it. Oh well. This one's kind of interesting. Yeah, 24 inches deep is not going to cut it. But that's kind of neat right there for like a second toolbox. $150 per month. 6 months. No, not doing that. Now this is interesting right here. Like let's see what this is. It's $1,000. Yeah, see, it's still 24 inches deep. Like that's the problem with Husky is all the toolboxes are only 24 inches deep. You need at least like 28, 30 would be preferable, but that's why you got to spend. Like, why is it the difference between a 72 inch, 24 inch deep box is $1,300, but a 72 inch, 30 inch deep box is $30,000? That doesn't make any sense. Why is there not an in between deal? So, yeah, I don't know. I can't see. And then there's these. The only other box I can think of is the Icon. Does anybody have an Icon toolbox yet? Oh, I'll tell Chelsea I love her too. Let's see. Because the Icon has the depth. But they're 25 inches. Well, that's not great. I thought they were deeper than that. Well, I guess. Dang it, man. Let's see if there's anything. There's a Homac, but I don't think it's got. Yeah, see, 24-inch depth. Like, you got to spend a ridiculous amount of money to get anything more than a 24 or 25-inch depth. You end up spending $15,000, or get a used one. You can get a used one for about $5,000, which I guess that's about as good as it gets. It does seem kind of flimsy. It's a little flimsier than, Tool Truck brand. The guy that works for me has a few Icon tools. He has a 1/4-inch ratchet, the wrenches, the metric wrenches, and the 1/2-inch impact sockets. Cornwell Pro Series. I'm gonna have to look at that. That I mean, it wouldn't do me any good. I don't have a Cornwell guy. I'm not sure if they could ship it. Pro. Hold on. Pro Series toolbox. Let's look. 2 wheels fell off. Wish I had some disposable income. That would be nice. All right. Ooh, they got it in green. Let's see what this looks like here. Click to enlarge. That's not enlarged. That looks like my toolbox. Why do they not have a $6,000? Do they have anything? Man, their website is ancient. Well, my first opinion is Cornwell's website is ancient. Like, look at this. Hold on, let it focus. Like, come on. Come on. You got little file folders. The Pro Series, they got a 76-inch Pro Series. Let's see. It's got 25-inch depth. 124 outlets. I mean, that's not bad for a Tool Truck brand box. 76-inch, 25-inch depth. Depth still a little. Yeah, it doesn't have any of the small drawers. That's going to make a big difference. It does have 2 big drawers. Yeah, that is a decent box. I don't see any issues with it. It's the 76 is $6,000. Let's see what else they got. How much is the big boys? They got a 67-inch platinum. Let's see what the deal is with that. What's the depth on the platinum? $30-inch. That's I see why. It's $11,000. Still, that's better than. But that's a lot of little drawers in that box. The platinum has too many little drawers. Yeah, it's 25-inch deep. Y'all hold on a second. I'm gonna measure mine. I may only have 25-inch deep box. That's not bad. Yeah, my Mac box is 25 inches deep. But that's the thing, is you make that big jump when you go from 25 to 30, because their 67-inch box is $11,000. So that's kind of crazy. But I don't like the see if you can see look at the Pro or the Platinum series. It has a bunch of little bitty drawers. Like, most of the drawers are tiny. If it's configurable and you can change how it's set up, that'd be okay. But I don't think you can. Yeah, it looks like they're all the same. Let's go back and look at the bigger one, the 84. The 84, same sort of thing. Oh, well, that's not bad. It's about this. It's only like $1,000 more. Yeah, the 84 is only $1,000 more than the other one, but man, they just got so many little bitty drawers. What are you supposed to do with that? Yeah, I think in this situation, the 25-inch deep is the better one. I would go if I was getting the Cornwell box, because of how it's set up. I would go with the Pro Series, even though it doesn't have the depth. Those drawers are just better layout, much better layout. I could do something with that. That's a nice box. I like that this drawer over here. Oh, wrong side. This drawer right there. That little drawer there is the same depth as the main drawer, so that's handy. Please stop vaping. Like, forever? Because please, no, I'm not going to stop vaping. That's not going to happen. That will not happen. Let me get back on here and see what's going on. Yeah, I think the Pro Series is the way to go. Yeah, I'm not going to stop vaping. I mean, I'm sorry if you don't like it, but I mean, my thing's set not for children, so even though my daughter's watching, but yeah, it's not like this is a children's toy show. This is grown up time. It could be smoking crack. That could be a lot worse things to do. Oh. Let's see. Okay, I pretty much got everybody that all the original people forever. Yeah, they want me to quit forever. I don't know what that was about. Yeah, that's not going to happen. At least I'm not blowing it on the camera. All right, back to this. Yes, the Pro Series is the one to do. I do not like the. See, if these other brands, like the ones that are on the internet, like Tooltopia and things like that, if they would start offering some kind, yeah, they got. I sent them to timeout. They're not telling me what to do. If these, like, if you could get financing on the ones from like Tooltopia, Strictly Toolboxes, which you may be able to. I don't know. That would make it, because the boxes are a lot better priced. But then you can't. I mean, what are you going to do? Come out of pocket $5,000-$6,000 or whatever? But yeah, I like the Pro Series. It's a. It should be enough, like, especially if you're coming from this little box. I definitely like it in the green. What's up, Brian? The green is very cool. But that's just my thing. I like green. Let's see what other colors they have. Probably just sent myself to the shadow realm. Oh, what was this down here? Ooh, I like this. This would be mine. Yep. If I was going to get one, it'd have to be. I've always wanted a black, like flat black with on black toolbox. That would be really cool. Now, what I'd really like is like a flat green, like a green with flat black. That would be pretty cool. Like flat black box with green pulls on it. That would definitely be cool. So that's my opinion. Roberts, what tool trucks do y'all have? Do you have Snap-on and Matco or Mac? Because I would look at I just look and see what everybody is offering. Before you make your decision, I wouldn't just buy the first set or first box that comes along. I would shop and see what everybody's offering, because I know Matco's really expensive. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Snap-on Matco. Snap-on and Matco. Yeah, because Matco is ridiculously expensive. I know that. Their toolboxes are way overpriced. Like the 6 series, which would be like the equivalent of what you're looking at. Triple Bay 6 series is, let's see. Now, the only thing with Matco is it's $13,000 almost. Yeah, Bill. If I had a Matt guy, I'd have him fix my box. It's starting to. I don't know if it's covered under warranty. It's starting to really rust. Like all the trim is starting to rust on it. But that's the other thing, Robert. If you get from Cornwell, there's no telling. There may not be a Cornwell guy next week. So if you have problems, you may want to wait and see if he's going to actually stay around for a little while before you buy a box from him. One Epic is flat black with orange trim. That's awesome right there. There's 95 glass box. See, you don't need both of those. You need to let me have one of those. I'd be happy with one Epic box. I know I will not buy a Matco, although that's kind of what I was talking about with the. But look at that price: $12,231, and 25 inches deep. So that is the same box you were looking at from Cornwell for, what was the price? It was cheap. That's $13,000 for the exact same price. Off the Expo. He says supposed it was going to be cheaper. Boxes coming up. Yeah, I wouldn't get a 4 series. Don't let him. But even the 6 series is, $12,000 for a 25-inch deep box. What is the size? 76 wide. It's a little wider than, but the depth is the same, and that's really all that matters. That's pretty much the same as my box. Let's see. Snap-on toolbox. Oh, got a Mac. Let's see. Master Series. You can do a 1033. Yeah, that's too expensive. 722. So Snap-on has the Master Series, but you'd have to get a 54-inch in the $8,000 range. See, you don't want the 4 Series. The 4 Series is junk. Or you could do... Yeah, I think that's about it. Snap-on doesn't have a lot of options. Yeah, see, that's what $13,000 for the Snap-on Epic. But and then Mac. Let's see what they got. I don't think their website doesn't have a whole lot on it. Maxima Tech, that's what I have. Come on, let's load. They've updated the Tech series from when I got mine. It's not going to really oh, there it goes. It actually is going to say, is it going to give me a price? I guess they call that a double bank. Technically a triple bank, but whatever. Maybe this is a different one. Yeah, that's different than what I've got. Yeah, Mac Tools doesn't have any pricing on their website, so we don't know what they cost. I don't even remember how much mine was. It was so long ago that I got it. I like the Cornwell. I think that's the one. As long as it feels pretty solid, that's what I would go with. I wouldn't do the 4 Series because that's just, you're going to want something new pretty quick after that. Yeah, I just don't think. I just don't think anybody else is going to give you as good a deal. Hello, Toolbox Footage. What is up? I love Mac Tools website. That's how interesting it is. No image. What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to shop if there's no image of what I'm looking for? The only thing with the Mac box, unless you get the Maximizer, hold on. There we go. You got to be able to recline a little bit. The Maximizer is a good deal. I don't know how the Tech series. My big complaint with that box is it's only 25 inches deep, so I know it's not as deep as like a Master Series Snap-on, Platinum Cornwell, or Epic, or anything like that. It's not going to be as deep. The top drawer doesn't go all the way across. It has that split down it. And it's not made all that well. Like, it's okay, but I know the Maximizer would be a lot better. It does have good casters, and it feels solid. It doesn't, but it's like just some of the welds are not that great, and the what else was I thinking? And it's starting to rust a little bit, but you know it's scraped and scratched and things, so there's probably going to be some rust. Seems like there's. Oh yeah, the little drawer pulls keep coming off. I just pull them off. They're not really on there all that well. So if I had to do over, I would have just probably done the Snap-on box. Yeah, the new carts are nice, Joey. For sure, they're nice. It's like there's a whole new series of roll carts because I remember when these came out that had the, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. That's a huge. Now they've got them huge boxes, huge roll carts. Like the Epic, I know that was it like Jamestown or something is big. The I know Matco's got the Jamestown. Mac's huge. Cornwell's huge. Like they all have some really nice roll cards. I just don't see. I don't have a need for anything bigger than that. Like I want a bigger main toolbox, but as far as roll carts, I'm pretty good with what I've got. I don't see myself putting more tools that I need to roll around. I've just about got everything I need on there. Maybe get another one for a diagnostic cart. Yeah, Bill, the Maximizer is a pretty cool box. I'd look into that, but the Tech series it was fine for, when I got it like 7 years ago, but I've way outgrown it. And I've got, that's why I added that US General box to the top of it. And that box is actually, for the amount of money I paid for that thing, it is awesome. Like the US General, like my current plan may be just get the 56-inch US General bottom for that red box I have, and just leave the Mac box. If I could get a hold of a some kind of top, and just leave the top of the Mac box empty and get the 56-inch US General bottom. That's kind of the plan I have now, because I really don't want to spend $15,000 on a toolbox. Not this late in the game. It would be nice, but I just don't really want to do that. That's just a lot of money. Oh, that noise was getting on my nerves. It is getting chilly. I'm sure, I'm complaining about how cold it is. I'm sure most of you are places that's much colder. US General boxes are awesome. The only complaint I have with it is that the little latch is all the way on one corner of the drawer. So you have to reach for that corner. You can't just grab the middle of the drawer. You have to get that corner to open it. But other than that, like, I don't have any complaints. All the drawers are a decent size. Now they are narrow. I don't think it's. Let me measure that one too, because it's not near as deep as the Mac box. Yeah, U.S. General is about 22 inches deep. So, yeah, they're 22 inches deep, and the layout of the drawers is really nice on them. Yeah, and Bill, I agree. I don't really move my cart that much because it is heavy, and it takes a lot to get it moving. So I usually just kind of stick it in between the bays and just work from there, because we got 3 bays going down one side and then 3 on the other side, so it's not like I have far to go. No, they're all the same depth. They're all 22 inches. I think even the 44, the 56, and the 72 are all 22 inches deep. They're just like added on. They just get bigger width. "24 degrees, yes. Screw that. I don't know what it is in here, but it's getting cold. Yeah, I'm freezing. It is freezing, and it is 57 degrees. I'm cold, but I'm in Alabama. I'm used to it being like 110. So when it's 57, I got to turn the heater on. Actually, I feel like that thing's wrong. It's got to be colder than 57 in here. I'm going to let that run for a minute because I think it's a little cooler. I have to turn this little propane heater on. Hopefully it's not too loud. There we go. It's going to get a little warmer now, so I don't freeze to death in this 57-degree weather I'm in. The U.S. General, you talking about that, Bill? The drawers on the U.S. General, they have a latch on them. Or on this. This thing has the little slots. The Icon, it's like everything else they have. It looks like the Snap-on, but once you actually get up close to it, you can tell it's not the same. I am in Montevallo, Joe. Hence the name. Where's my phone? There it is. And the drawers on the U.S. General do not open because it has little locks, but the locks are, Icons are too expensive for what you're getting. Yeah, I'm freezing in 57 degrees. It's like, geez, it's cold. But, anything below 65 is freezing here. That's just the way it is. Yeah, Icon is way too expensive for what you're getting. The U.S. Generals, dude, you get a 56-inch toolbox for $900. That's great. It's only 22 inches deep, but I've had that one for about 4 years now, and I have no complaints about it. The only thing I don't like, but the Series 2 fixed a lot of the things I have that I don't like. That's a Series 1, so it has this stuff, like this perforated junk for the bottoms of the drawers, the mats or whatever. But the Series 2, they fixed that, and they also upgraded some different things on it. But So I think more than likely I'm just going to go buy the $900 bottom to that box. I'm going to get it black and paint the pulls red, so it's like reverse mirror image of each other, and just leave the Mac box with no top on it. Try to get like a stainless steel top, because I've always wanted one of those. So first week with the mid-torque, and I can say for sure that I don't know why I didn't buy this thing a long time ago. I've been playing with this thing all week. It's so light. Ugh. And I'm sure y'all saw my video. I got the 9075 back, and it is so heavy. After using that mid-torque all week, this thing feels like it weighs 1,000 pounds. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. That one may have to go. Either that one's going to go, or my 8850 is going to have to go. I just haven't decided. What impacts do you guys use? Because I've got a little bit of everything. But I think it's time I'm either going to have to, like I said, get a bigger toolbox, or I'm going to have to downgrade and get rid of some of my stuff, because it's getting a little bit too crowded. The only drawer I have with any room in this thing is the bottom one. I think the rest of them, there's a little room in that one. Yeah. Anyway, I use Snap-on Cargo in 3 years. Use a traded in for as my only thing. Yeah, I couldn't do that. I gotta have at least 2 big drawers. That's my Mac box has the two big drawers. I prefer 3, but if I add another toolbox, I'll be okay with what I got. I got something I really want to get, so I've been not buying any tools, or not buying many tools. I've been buying a little bit of stuff. I've been getting cheap stuff, or less expensive stuff. I'm not going to spend any huge money if I can help it. As long as nothing in the shop breaks. God, I hope nothing breaks. I'm trying to get a project car, and that's going to cost a bunch of money. So I've been trying to save the money for the time being. Old school Craftsman impacts. Like, really? I didn't even know anyone used Craftsman impacts. That's interesting. Right impacts? What is right impact? You talking about sockets or impacts? I guess you're talking about sockets. Because I've definitely decided when it comes to sockets, I think I've kind of made my mind up on what I'm going to be using from here on out. But traded in for it. Sockets, yeah. I'm using Gray Pneumatic. That's my socket for the foreseeable future. I'm going to try these for about a month, because I've been giving, I've had the Snap-on ones for almost 10 years now, and impact wrench in Milwaukee. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. I was like, who in the world, what uses a Craftsman? Like, I don't have any real issue with the Snap-ons, but yeah, I was like, what is that? But I really like how thin the Gray Pneumatics are. Stubby impact. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here. You're so far away. Yeah, I like the Stubby impact. I've had it for about a year, the 3/8 version, and this thing is a beast. It is definitely a beast. It's a little on the heavy side with the big battery, but I do like it. And I always have the Snap-on just in case. If I'm doing something where I've got to take off a whole bunch of little things, I either use that or the 1/4 inch. Now this, I really like this 1/4 inch. I use this more than any other impact. This is my main all day, every day tool, because most of what I do, I can do with 1/4 inch, and it's light. It's the lightest, smallest version. It's slightly smaller than just ever so slightly smaller than the 3/8, but it has plenty of power for what, little stuff. And then if I'm doing like suspension work or, bigger stuff, like anything above a 13, this is what I'm using. And then if it's bigger than like an 18, I got the mid torque. And then if it's just stupid and I cannot get it off, got the big boy. Jeez, it's so heavy though. But yeah, I do like the little stubbies. They have a ridiculous amount of power for what they are. You forget they're 12 volt. They have more power. The Milwaukee M12 stubby has more power than my 18 volt Snap-on. So that should tell you that 18 volt Snap-on is just living in the white box in the bottom, and I never use it. It just sits there. It has more power than the older Milwaukee 18 volt 3/8. But I am thinking I'm going to have to get the 3/8 version of this, the big mid torque. But I'm going to have to buy another battery, so I may have to wait on that because I'm only have so many batteries, and I'm using pretty much all of them on the drills and impacts. Because I also got other impacts. Let's see. I'm saving from the Milwaukee 1-inch is a beast. That thing is a monster. So I've got my backup Snap-on 3/8, and then this little guy is a beast. Like, it is way overpowered for what it is. Why do I have such a? Let me turn down this light because I got a crazy glare. That may be a little better. It's a little better, yeah. So I got this little impact driver. This thing is nuts. Like, I think it has as much power as the Snap-on in 1/4 inch hex. And you can also get this would be like, you can get this as the 1/4 inch stubby, like with the actual little anvil on it. But I use it for doing like running screws into stuff and stuff like that. And then I've got the 18 volt Snap-on 3/8, and it has less power than the stubby, so I don't really use it that much. And then before that, yeah, my stubby is 3/8. Then before all of that, I had this, the 18 volt. Barely used this thing because it was not long after I got this that the stubby came out. Gear wrench sockets. The only gear wrench sockets I have a 21 and 22 millimeter chrome and a 9/16 1/4 inch swivel socket. That's really the only gear wrench sockets I have. I don't have anything bad or good to say about them. I don't use them that much. They're more expensive than Gray Pneumatic. And if I was going to do chrome, I haven't really found a good chrome tool truck alternative. I've got the Tecton chrome, but it's not that great. So I've got several different. I would just do these. Forget the gear wrench. Just do some Gray Pneumatic. Just get the duos. When I finally get around to buying a set of the Gray Pneumatic duos, I think that's going to be coming soon, because the Gray Pneumatic duos are awesome. Gear wrench. Oh, Bill has the gear wrench. 30-year-old Matco deep and shallow. New gear wrench, deep and shallow. Capri. Huh. Yeah, they don't make all the Capri sockets come in sets, I think. Like, you can't just get like deep metric or shallow metric. You have to get like some kind of big set with ratchets and all that. And I don't really need any more, because I got the Capri torque sockets and I like them. They're pretty nice. See you later, Robert's Auto Repair. We'll see you next time. Man, I used this thing like 6 or 7 times before it got outdated, but it's okay. Batteries, you can put a big battery in, it'll last a long time, but ever since the Stubby came out, that thing just got stuck in a drawer. But it's okay. I need to sell some of this stuff, because I've got all these tools that I don't ever use. Like, this guy needs to get sold. Should just have like a yard sale, yard sale with all the stuff I don't use. I may get rid of these one day. I hate how you can't really see how just torn up the snap-on sockets get. And the Gray Pneumatic, you can't really see, but like, they hold their shape so much better. I'm guessing they're just softer sockets, which is supposed to be a good thing, so you don't just tear stuff up. But man, they really look rough pretty quick. And then the Matco ones, like, the Matco impact sockets are fine. It's just they're not made in USA. So why would you spend all that money on, if these were like $100 for a set, that would be reasonable. But $250, that's ridiculous for a Taiwanese socket. That's insane. I think you can literally get the snap-on impact sockets for the same price as the Taiwan. Yeah, we're just going to start mailing tools to each other. That would get expensive quick. Because I'm sure if I mail this heavy thing out, the shipping is going to be $50. We can all just meet in the middle of the country twice a year. That's what we'll do. We'll just all come to the middle somewhere, and we'll just have like tool trading day twice a year. Let's see, what would be like the middle, like Tennessee or Arkansas? Just all meet in Arkansas. Arkansas is still a long way away. Because I got so many tools I need to, like, I'm getting to the end of my testing with the I really just don't use Chrome that much, and I got the big Matco I got shallow and deep chrome 3/8 Matco, and these are good sockets. They're stupid expensive though, and they're thick. Like they're really thick. Like look at this. Let me show you all this. This is, yeah, they are beat really bad. So this is a 19 millimeter chrome Matco. Look at that. That's a 19. This is a 19 millimeter impact. It's supposed to be bigger. Look at that. It's so much smaller. The gray pneumatic is way smaller than the. Now that's a pretty big size. Let's try a smaller size. Let's do like a 13. This may be more. Yeah, there's a 13. They're still a little bit smaller. So what's the point of the chrome socket? Like if the impact socket's smaller, why do you need chrome? There's no point. So I think these may end up having to go somewhere. They may end up being sold on Facebook Marketplace or something, because I don't really see the point. Now I think the Snap-on is smaller. Dropping sockets. Let's go get. I'm gonna grab Snap-on sockets. You can see how much I use these new ones. Missouri. Yeah, we'll all meet in Missouri. What are we going to do in Missouri? The Duo? Oh, I'm thinking I may pull the trigger on that. So let's see. What size is this? See, I think the Snap-ons are definitely they're definitely shorter on some sizes. You see a difference there. But then on others, they're about the same on the 19. Man, that's not much difference. Where are you at, camera? Dude, I don't think nope. Once again, they are just about the same size. So there's really no point. 80s and 90s tools. See, that's when tools were tools. Like they were built. 80s and 90s was like the golden age of tools. I'm not going to Massachusetts, that's for sure. That's a long way away, but that's what I'm thinking. Like we meet in Tennessee, Kentucky, somewhere. I don't know what we do in Kentucky either. But yeah, the 80s and 90s is like the pinnacle of the chrome era. Everything was made really well. And that was right before the whole, early 2000s is when battery stuff started coming on the scene. And then last 10 years, it's just exploded. Everybody has some version of battery tool now. But yeah, if you have these gray pneumatic sockets, I don't even see any reason to get chrome sockets. They are so thin wall. They're so much thinner than everybody else's. So I'm going to see how they hold up over the next few. Now the smaller sizes, that's an issue because they do seem to get a little, like the 8 millimeter is pretty big. Like that's a pretty chunky little socket there. And then, so the smaller sizes is where Snap-ons, well, still the little nose area is still smaller than the Snap-on impact. It's just the overall socket's bigger. So your 10 may be a little more difficult to get into a spot than your Snap-on. That's really the only downside. It's going to be on the smaller sizes. So you get a little 10 like that, or it's a much bigger socket. So it's still the small part, the snap-on's bigger around than but then the other end, it's definitely the Gray Pneumatic's big. I also got them in the big boy SAE size. I also like the sizes they come in, because you get the SAE is 5/16 all the way to 1 inch, and the metric is 7 to 19. So that's a good size. Yeah, I just picked up the other day. I got the, ooh, look, there's some of that good old Snap-on rust. You can't really see. You see it a little bit in the camera. I have to oil those up again. I got the shallow SAE because I did not have any of the shallow SAE at all. I didn't have any shallow SAE impact, and I picked up the deep metrics. I didn't have those, so I've had the shallows for about 3 or 4 years, and they've been fine. I haven't used them a whole bunch because I had the Snap-ons, and I've been using the old Matcos. I think they're going to go. I think my time with these Matco sockets is coming to an end. Oh, who make right sockets? Right impact sockets? I'm going to have to look that up. It's probably going to be something else I'm going to have to put on the shopping list. Right impact sockets. All right, we're going to do some shopping. 1/2-inch drive. All right, here we go. 13 right tool, 6-point impact sockets. Okay. Nope. Oh, that's 1/2-inch drive. Do they not have 3/8? Let's see. Right impact sockets. I don't know about all that. Why is my internet not working? Impact socket, 3/8 impact socket. So. Well, that's not too bad. Two to 3 days. Oh, that's interesting. They have a weird shape. I don't know. I may have to try those out. 3/8, 5/16 to 3/4, 8-piece right tool. I know that the Napa back there has some right chrome sockets. Yeah, $56. That's not bad. 5/16 to 3/4. And 52 for the, hey. I've seen a couple of videos on the Ingersoll Rand stuff. I haven't seen much, but I'm sure it's good stuff. They have some good stuff. What Craftsman impacts or sockets were you using? Was it Joe, right? You had the Craftsman? Because I have some old school Craftsman impact sockets, that some 1/2-inch metric that I love. Like, they're awesome. Yeah, I've seen. I think they're USA made. I know the ones they have at Napa, the chrome ones, are made in USA. See you, Joey. Have a good one. Hey, my dad's on. Hey, Dad. Yeah, we're just hanging out right now talking about sockets and Ingersoll tools. I think everybody's just doing whatever now. I haven't seen them for sale yet, any of the Ingersoll tools. Let me see what I can find. I know they have impact sockets. They've had those for years, though. Let's see. See what their hand tools look like. Vacuum bleed kit. Yeah, those are useful. I have one. Ingersoll Rand hand tools. Let's see what they got. Oh, they got ratchets. Oh, they're for sale. Tech Solutions Master Non-Slip Socket and Bit Set. Huh. Ratchets. Let's check out these ratchets that they have. Oh, that's not bad. They got some 90 tooth ratchets coming soon. They've got 72. Yeah, they've had no, they've just got like standard size. Like they just have the like regular old, standard ratchets right now. They say they've got some. Yeah, they're all just standard stuff. Their 90 tooth looks pretty neat, but I mean it's still just a, come on, standard ratchet. Started with SK Move to Matco Mac. Yeah, I've ended up with so many sockets, it's ridiculous. Like I've got Snap-on. These are the FDX sockets. I got the metric 3/8 deep and shallow, and I don't really use them. I thought, man, these are going to be the greatest thing ever, and then I only really use impact sockets. So, and then of course I've got all the Snap-on 3/8, pretty much every 3/8 they make, if the impact. And I used these for years and years, but the Matco stuff, I don't know. Like these just, I don't know. The finish is nice on them, but they're made in Taiwan and they cost as much as the Snap-on set that's made in USA. So Matco is making a fortune off their sockets, that's for sure. Oh, man. Let's see. Did I miss something here? Oh, and 1/2 inch. We haven't even talked much about 1/2 inch. You do have your Tekton. Tekton's coming up. Yeah, Tekton's starting to make. I've got a few Tekton sockets, not many. This is actually the only SK socket I have, or SK tool. There's a 22 millimeter chrome 1/2 inch socket. It's nice. It's very comparable to the Snap-on. Very, they're very similar. And, I don't have any issues. Haven't had any problems with this socket. That's the only SK tool I have. And then you got the big Snap-on 1/2 inch, but they are some beefy sockets because that's a 22. The 7/8 gray pneumatic is so much thinner than the Snap-on socket. Like the difference, it's still got a lot of weight to it, but it's real. I should have given them back because I got FDX sockets. I got all the 3/8 that were out. Actually, I bought every socket they had when they first came out. I got all the 3/8 metric, deep and shallow, and standard deep and shallow. And I don't ever use them. And it was $1,000 worth of sockets that I don't use. I really wish they just let me trade them back in because I don't have any use for them. I would trade them in for something more useful. Because once again, everything I use is impact for the most part. I got been using my gray pneumatic impact I got 3/8. I need to get the mid length, which they don't have them at Napa, so I'm gonna have to order them off the internet. But I got the deep and shallow 3/8. I've got most of the standard Grady-Matic now. I really like the 1/2 inch. These are some solid sockets. No, I still got the sockets I got at the World of Wheels. There were some I forget. But those were good. I don't know. Did you get them at the World of Wheels? I don't remember. I thought you got them on Amazon. But Tekton makes some good sockets. They've got a bunch of stuff. I have a Tekton ratchet. It's the new style. Yeah, this is the new style Tekton 90 teeth. They were real thin. I'm sure. They have cordless tools, Joe. Ingersoll has a bunch of cordless tools. They've got they may look really familiar too, because Ingersoll makes Matco stuff. Like they got the Impact, they got the Big Impact. Yeah, it's Matco. Matco's uses their stuff. Yeah, you had 2 Tekton sets, Dad. They got some weird stuff. They do have this weird, like, I've always, come on, load. If you shake your phone, it loads faster. Come on. My internet's been acting weird lately. Come on. Let's go. Well, I guess we're not going to load that site. But they've got some weird stuff. These weird ratchets that look just crazy. Battery-powered stuff. Well, I guess I don't see it anywhere. But yeah, Ingersoll, maybe this will load. They got the crazy impacting ratchets. Yeah, like that. That's really cool. I've been wanting to get one of those forever. Back in 16, got SK Tools said, GM Tech said, I think. 200, man, I bet that was expensive. A 284-piece chrome set from SK must have been expensive. Yeah, I've been paying my Snap-on credit down too. We had to get a new scanner and some other stuff, and it's a lot of money. The stuff that's made in China, you can get it from other companies. Like, you don't have to get it through Snap-on. I'm taking all the little plastic stuff. I have never taken the plastic off the little cover on the Impact. Yeah, most of that stuff that they have that's made in China, you can get it from other companies. It's rebranded. It's not just Snap-on. Yep. Had to take all the little plastic things off. I hadn't even done it. I've had this thing since June and haven't taken the plastic off. It's already gone back for repair once. Yeah, right now I'm looking for other sources to get tools besides the tool trucks. Just like the Grady-Matic stuff and Milwaukee stuff. And I need to find some good. I haven't really found a really good wrench that compares to the Snap-on stuff. You know, the Tekton wrench is okay, a ratchet is okay, but the Snap-on ratchets are still you just can't beat these things. I definitely have not found anything to compete with Snap-on. The Tekton's okay, wherever I did with it, I threw it somewhere, but it's just not as good as the Snap-on. Yeah, SK is definitely cheaper than a tool truck. That's for sure. But they're still up there. And like I said, this is the only SK tool. I just ordered a single socket just to see how good it was, and I have no complaints at all. It seems to be just as good as the Snap-on socket. But anyway, I'm gonna have to get out of here. It's getting late. I will see you guys next time. And I just loaded a video, so if you guys want, when we get off here, go watch that. But I'll see y'all later.